Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call the Wild, and today, before we actually get to the whole purpose of this video, which is to hunt some whitetail with the 6.5 on our grind for the Great One, there's a couple things we need to do first. And the first thing is we need to delete some of the zones that we have that are doe only, because those zones are taking up really good spots and I want to get them out of here. So we're going to take out a few zones, and then after that we're actually going to go through and try to take out as many of the max weight estimate bucks as we can, because I want to start just taking those out and seeing if that does anything. And also, we finally got some bucks back into this zone. It looks like there's actually 3 of them. This zone had been completely empty for quite some time. I was pretty much only able to hunt this zone over here on this lake, but now we got that one back, so we can add that to our rotation. And then we've also been hunting these 2 lakes quite a bit, but first up, we need to head over here and take out a bunch of does. So there's the first zone that we need to take out, and if I remember correctly, we will have to kill all of these in order to completely get rid of the zone. We can't just delete the actual knee zone with hunting pressure. We actually have to kill every single one of these so a brand new herd will spawn. Because we don't want this to become a doe only zone, so we wouldn't leave just one of them. We need to take out every single one of these, so this might be a little bit difficult with the 6.5, but we will make it work, even if we have to wait for them to come back. And we might actually be able to get them right here. And I think that actually was not a good shot, sadly. See if we can get this right here. That one looked like it was good. So that leaves just one doe, I believe. And that should take care of her. Or that might have been spine. And yeah, that'll do the trick. Now there's still one more zone on this side that we need to take out, and they are right there. It looks like we have 5 does. Oh, actually, we got one more over there. Not sure if that was good. It looks like it was, though. I think we got 3 of the 5. I don't think we got the last one, unfortunately. Or the last 2, I should say. Actually got a few more over there. I think we got at least 2 of them. Actually, we got all 3, so that should be the majority of the does. I think there's 1 or 2 left, but most of them should be down. Before we go any further in this video, I have a question for you guys. What species have you guys been hunting the most, for those of you that have access to Rancho? And if you're on console, what are you excited to hunt the most? Because there's a lot of awesome species on this map, and a lot of old favorites, so let me know down below what you guys are most excited to hunt, or what you have been hunting the most. Well, it looks like we're not gonna have to delete this zone because it finally got its bucks back and a bunch more does than it had before. I mean, interesting, but the fact that it's got 2 bucks means I don't have to delete this one and we can actually add it back to our rotation. This is one of the zones that had lost all of its bucks and actually for a while only had I think 5 does, and that was all it was. But we actually got our bucks back, so I guess that's one more zone we can add back. That's pretty nice. So we have done a quick game restart, that way we can get those does respawn wherever they're gonna end up going and we don't get it mixed in with the spawns for our bucks, because for those of you that do not know, when you shoot bucks and does, they don't always go back to the same herds they came from, and that's why a lot of times you'll get zones that used to have bucks and then does end up replacing them. So what we're gonna do is, since we've restarted, we can now actually start hunting our bucks, and this guy right here is a pretty good one. 85 to 100. We're going to try and get a neck shot, if he will keep his head down long enough. And that should do it. I'm not actually sure where the other buck is. He kind of just disappeared, so guessing he was off to the side somewhere or tucked behind a tree. And in fact, I don't even know where he is. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to stick with this one. That is not a bad buck at all. I'd say it's a pretty good way to start things off today. 236, and we just barely hit too low and brain shot him. So that's a little unfortunate, but it's still a max weight estimate buck down. We have two very solid whitetail bucks right out here, and we actually looked at these in the last video. So we need to take them out now. They are both going to be really good respawns. Hopefully we can get one of them to respawn as a diamond. I have not had a lot of diamonds from the Rancho Del Arroyo grind ever since it released onto the live servers. We only have one diamond out of like roughly 280 kills, so unfortunately not having too much luck, but hopefully that'll change soon. And that should be two dead monster whitetail. And as with most of our grinding videos like this one, I'm not going to be showing off any of the kills on smaller deer. We're just going to be showing off the larger ones like these guys right here. All of the 85 to 100 bucks, just to make it so this video doesn't go on for like half an hour. And that is another very solid whitetail deer at 215.50. We're getting a lot of good bucks down. Another very solid buck about half hour after the last two, so it's been a little while since I've had another good one, but that guy right there is very solid, so let's get him down. And the other one darted immediately, so sadly not going to be able to get a shot into him, but we got the big one, and that's really what matters. But we were actually able to push them out by fast traveling, so get a shot into that guy also. Should be some more over here. Hopefully we can have another 85 to 100 buck, but they've been pretty scarce for me on Rancho Del Arroyo. A very solid buck on the ground at 224. That is a really good one. Not the biggest one we've got today, but a close second. That is kind of a strange rack too. Very twisted, and some of those tines are just bent in such odd directions. That's a pretty cool buck. Well, there's a bunch of bucks that I didn't even know we had, and there's a really big 85 to 100 there too. I've been to these zones a couple times, but I had never realized that there were so many good bucks, because not only is there that 85 to 100, but if we look back near where the lodge is, there is actually a couple more that are pretty big. We can't actually spot this guy from here, but he's also an 85 to 100. You guys can kind of see his rack right there. But we definitely need to take these out. However, I can only take one out before I'll need to put up a stand, because otherwise it's just going to get deleted by hunting pressure, and that's the last thing that we want. So let's just get this guy down real quick. That should be a solid hit. And now that we have the stand up, let's go ahead and take out at least one of these guys too. Yeah, there's no way we're going to get that second one, sadly, but we did get a shot into him. I was kind of hoping we could get the other big one, but sadly he just didn't give us enough time. You know, as much as I love the 6.5, I mean, it is my favorite gun, I don't think I'm going to be using it for whitetail grinding too much, simply for the fact that they don't die super fast, and it's much easier to mess the shot up because of that. And I definitely don't want to be chasing whitetail around for any extra amount of time. I want to get these guys down as quickly as possible so that we can just move on to the next ones. That way we can kind of speed this grind up a little bit, because it takes quite a while to find them with 6.5, and then half the time I don't even hit vitals because of the distance and the angle that I'm shooting them at. So I think we're probably going to just stick with the M1 for most of this grind. So we may be targeting whitetail today, but I just realized there's actually two different max weight estimate bobcat tracks at this lake. One of them is a red fur type. The other one I found opposite side of the lake where these whitetail are, and it was a common fur. So we should probably try to get those at some point. Most likely at the end of this video, to be honest. We will try to figure out what these bobcats are, because you never know, it could be something good. 2 max weight estimates is 2 chances at a potential level 9. Another day, another chance to take down this beautiful buck right here. And not only do we have him, but we also got a respawn from that last one that we killed, and it's got an estimate up to 265, so this is definitely going to be a solid one. I'd imagine at least 230s. We need to 0 to 300 and get that guy down. And I think we managed to squeeze one into the lungs of the second one. Yeah, we definitely did. But one more, just for good measure. Well, let's see what this giant level 2 ends up scoring. 228, that's a very solid buck. I thought he might hit 230s, but he just barely missed it. It's another really twisted one. A lot of bent tines and stuff like that. The second guy right here should probably be a little bit lower scoring, I would imagine. And yeah, 218, about 10 points below the other. So I think now that we have taken out quite a few whitetail deer and got a decent amount of 85 to 100 bucks down, let's try to figure out what these bobcats are, because I honestly didn't even know they could be here, and now we've found 2 max weight estimate tracks. So let's go change the time and then come over here and try to get ourselves those 2 max weight estimate bobcats. Oh my gosh, one of them is a legendary. Well, we're gonna have to take that little guy down, and the second one is a mythical. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I had a feeling that we needed to chase down one of these tracks, and man, that guy is a legendary. And he's stuck in what appears to be some kind of dance. I've heard a lot of people mention the fact that they get stuck like this, and I don't necessarily want to take the shot while he's doing that. So let's try to move a little bit closer, I guess, and hope that he calms down. Or at least hope that we can get into an area where it's easier to make that shot. Alright, so it's now just nervous. That's definitely going to make this a little bit easier. However, it's still dancing, so that doesn't make it easier. But I think if we just real quickly shoot a 22 into the air, that should get its attention enough to make it stop. I'm hoping, at least. Because it's going to be hard to take the shot while it's doing that dance. But this is actually going to be much better. Here we go. That should be a perfect shot. I think we just got ourselves a possible diamond bobcat. I have been hoping that this would be one of the diamonds we end up getting early on, because lynx have always eluded me. I have yet to get a diamond lynx, and I was really hoping the bobcats would not be the same way. And it looks like we got much luckier on the bobcats. Now, it's loading to us, or is this the one I shot earlier? This might be a level 5 that I shot earlier, actually. Yeah, this is the 5 that I shot earlier. Let's go grab that guy. He should be right where we dropped him. I don't think he floated or anything like that. Please let this little guy make diamond. This is probably my second favorite fur type for them. It looks so cool. It kind of looks like a little tiger almost. And it would be amazing if this guy ends up making it. But I've heard a lot of people saying there's a decent amount of trolls, so let's hope this guy doesn't troll. It's a diamond at 2860. That is a full point above diamond. That is amazing. I am so happy that we got this checked off of our list early on after release. Now we don't have to worry about getting a bobcat diamond, but we do need to try and find ourselves either a diamond coyote or a rare coyote so we can put it in a multi-mount with this guy. I definitely want to make that multi-mount because it's one of the coolest ones that they added with this update. That is super nice. What was 2 hours of getting absolutely nothing with the whitetail turned into a pretty awesome kill on a diamond bobcat. I honestly could not be happier. This is going to be an amazing addition to the lodge. Alright, we are now in the lodge, and you guys actually might notice something different already. I changed the direction that these are facing, because you can do that now just by hitting R. It's honestly an amazing change. I'm really happy they made it so you can actually change the direction the mounts are facing. So now as you enter this door, you can actually see both of those giant red deer just staring you down. It's so cool to see that they did that. So I think for now we're just going to put this little bobcat on the wall right here because we don't really have our coyote yet to be able to put with him. So he's just going to have to chill on the wall like that. And I think that looks pretty good. I really want to get a coyote so that we can actually make a multi-mount with him. We're definitely going to be trying to do that soon. But for now, he'll just have to kind of chill there. Unfortunately, we didn't get any good whitetail trophies today, but we did end up getting this guy, and that's one of the hardest ones to find on this map, at least of the new species, one of the hardest diamonds to find. And I'm glad we were able to check him off the list early, otherwise this could have been a very long grind for one of those. But with all that being said, guys, thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate it. If you guys are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click the like button, and ring that notification bell. It really is a massive help to me, and I really do appreciate it. Also, be sure to comment down below with what diamond we should chase after next for Rancho Del Arroyo, because we still have a few of the new species we need to get diamonds. So if there's one that you think we should go after, put it down in the comments and maybe we'll start a grind on them. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace!